Hey there. Several had asked to see the finished kilt. I'm not going to be able to demonstrate the final fitting process and acceptance because I'm not going to spring this on this customer as a fait accompli at the last moment. So I'm going to describe what I'm going to do. He's going to be here in a very few minutes. The kilt is ready to go. I've passed everything, but you see that the left strap is attached to his buckle, and it passes through the buttonhole. The right buckle is attached to the strap, and I've left the lining open in that corner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fit it to him. First, I will fit it to him, and then get him to suck in as hard as he ever can, and then I'm going to mark on the inner apron with chalk how far over the strap goes. While he waits for a minute, I'll sew on that strap. I'll test it to him again to make sure that it's right. And then with that in place, I'll bring the right strap and buckle across and do the same thing again with chalk. Mark, when the inner apron's properly done up, I mark where the outer apron strap and the end of the strap tab lies. And then we sit down and I sew that on. And then I test it to him one more time. And what I'm looking for is that the kilt should be fitting well into the small of the back. It shouldn't be gaping at the top of the kilt in the small of the back. And that it hangs, that it's the right length, just above the knee, that it complements his figure. And a lot of this is just, I can't quantify it without actually walking you through it and showing exactly if I find something wrong, what I'm going to do to correct it. But one of the things that I can say is that when he's wearing the kilt, I want to make sure that this A-line on the apron, which here is actually kind of a powder horn curve, that when he's wearing it, it's going to look straight down the leg, because that powder horn curve takes into account the musculature of the thigh, and it's something called rack of eye, which is sometimes kind of hit and miss. These days I tend to hedge my bets by taking a picture of the customer from all four angles, so that when the time comes that I'm shaping that, I can bring up the pictures and say, okay, I need a little more in this spot. So we'll see how this goes. Oh yeah, so then having marked and fastened everything, made sure everything's right, I then sew up the apron, the lining, sew up the lining where I'd left it open so that I could sew the strap on. And I've also left a lining open here so I can sew the buckle on. So once everything's passed and good, customer pronounces himself satisfied, then I sew up the lining. And then I spend a few minutes showing him how to take care of it, how to dress, B, how to take it off, and how to take care of it, and specifically what not to do. And the words, don't take it to the dry cleaner, are once again heading towards this conversation. I will, of course, be showing him how to roll it up properly. I don't put loops on my kilts for that purpose. It should be rolled up. I'll demonstrate that to him. Then I'll unroll it and hand it to him and say, yeah, your turn. And I'll make sure that he knows what he's doing before he's out the door. There we go.